Animation. In my opinion, it's one of those hobbies where it's difficult for me to explain or describe my first experience, but I know what I did to improve. Animation is like a way of creating something you could never recreate in the real world because, according to my dad, monsters and magic is not real. Magic is real though. No one tell me otherwise. So today I wanted to share my experience with animation and how far I came and improved. I'll try not to make this very lengthy, so I won't share every detail in this video. With that being said, let's begin. So I would say it all started, but that is too far back. I mean literally too far back. I was animating using Stickman. Drawing Stickman to be exact. Like, what is this?
Oh, hey, me, you start from scratch, yeah. What is it? Where do you...
Hey, look where we are! Oh, tornado!
Anyway, I started making animations in 2018 where, let's say I wasn't using my ultra valuable time for actual important stuff. Yeah, I was trying to be a YouTube content creator, which never ended up working, which made me stop grinding in the content creation industry. In 2019, I turned to music, and then the rest is, well, history. I did do some animating 2019/2020, but the remixes don't count because those I am no longer proud of due to the terrible quality of the music and the video. So instead, I'll just go ahead and skip to my original discography, starting with Purple Paradox. It's a terribly mixed song, but with a nice music video with a budget that is decent for when I made it and what I made it using. I wouldn't say my production quality was ghetto, but hey, it's not acceptable in my today's standards. I mean, I was using a school Chromebook, Samsung Galaxy A20, and a logo-slapped T-Mobile Motorola Android phone. And when I say logo-slapped, I mean logo-slapped. But not only hardware, but software too. I mean, I was using Gacha Life and Gachaverse for character and scene development, KineMaster for minimal video effects, and WeVideo for the main editing. By the way, me and WeVideo had a love and hate relationship. We don't talk about it though. That same year later on, I would release the music video for my single Internal Charge Shock. It's in the same design, but in a different scenario and story. Purple Paradox and Internal Charge Shock would be the times when I start making animated fight scenes, which, like I said, not acceptable production quality today, but it got my creativity out. And this is when I was addicted to Skrillex music and music videos, with First of the Year Equinox being my #1 favorite, which is where my music video inspiration came from. And music inspiration. In 2021, things would wind down a bit with my only music video being targeted towards my song Merch Fire Alarm. The music video is basically just Half-Life 2 gameplay, so it doesn't count. But later that year, I ended up experimenting with more than animation, which introduces bass boost. The visuals for the song is not a Gacha Life music video, but more of a experiment with data moshing. It basically just makes the video look like you have terrible internet connection from Temu or from a Goodwill. Now that was the year I finally got my personal laptop for the first time in a while, with 2022 being the year I built my first gaming PC, with 2023 being the year I upgraded it for much faster specs and proceeded to improve on animation. In October 2023, I released my Five Nights at Freddy's original called Control Shock Liquidation. The trailer for the song was my mini improvement on animation, using Blender, CapCut, and the infamous Wondershare's Filmora. Yes, Filmora, a controversial yet very amazing piece of software. Made a lot of videos, animation, and whatnot in this app. Simple but effective, as one would say. Actually, let's back up a bit. In May of that same year, I made an animation for a Nightcore remix of Marauder's Suffer. This is when I started making videos using Miku Miku Dance. Miku Miku Dance, or MMD, is a classic animation software, a simple yet effective one. Famous for that infamous Miku music video for that one song with the title I can't pronounce.
Evan Polka.
It's complex, it's simple, and I love it. Now let's fast forward a bit. For the non-music teaser for Control Shock, I made a mini teaser using the intro cutscene audio from Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location.
There's no doubting what you've achieved on a technical level. These are clearly state-of-the-art. There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with a built-in helium tank for inflating balloons right at her fingertips. She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream.
With all due respect, those aren't the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
It was animated in Blender, which, by the way, is way too complex for me. I don't even know how to apply ray tracing in that software. And don't even get me started on Unity and Unreal Engine. Anyway, for my Codename Rage EP, I used Blender and Panzoid, which is an online animating app to make the teaser for the EP. Looking back on that trailer, I can tell now that I was improving on my animation skills, even though my style is, once again, simple but effective. Now, this is too much for 1 year, so let me skip ahead to today. "2024 has been a lot for me, releasing singles after single after single. However, that doesn't mean I don't have room for a bit of visual, which leads to my peak of this year, Clash. After so much music making and defeating my mental health stormy cloud, I managed to make not one, not two, but 4 music videos for my Clash EP. I used MMD and Filmora for this. Even though there were mistakes, I still am proud of it regardless. With a good storyline and effects, it's one of my greatest projects. And that's thanks to Asian Software, MMD. Oh yeah, did I tell you that MMD hasn't been updated in years? To this day, they still haven't updated. Yeah, I guess they decided to move on to other things in life, but that didn't stop me from making these animations. And it's not only thanks to the software I was using, but also to the inspiration I got. One of the main ones being Murata, an Australian-based dubstep producer who has a perfect relationship with amazing digital artists. I went from getting inspiration from Skrillex to Knife Party and Zomboy, and also some intense battle scenes from anime and Vivzy Pop's Hasbro Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Yeah, I was jumping fandoms left and right. Jumping from fandoms left and right. Not that I actually participated in any of the fandoms, because dear god are they toxic. Yeah, for the 500th time, I am proud of what I did for my Clash project. I do it again too. And yes, I do watch Vivzy Pop's animated shows. And I do chicken out of watching them sometimes. Don't ask me why. So, what's my experience with animation? Well, it has its ups and downs, but overall it's fun and amazing. I don't love animating yet, but I do enjoy messing around with things to see what I can create. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want, you can check out the mentioned products attached to the text file in this folder. Thanks so much, and I'm sorry this took so long. I hope to make more of this. See ya.